Here in New Mexico, there's beauty all around us. Just like the rivers and streams in our state, some of those places are evolving. Ryan Laughlin takes us into the mountains to show us how a very old attraction now has some new life in this heart of New Mexico.
In this canyon, life revolves around the river, where Suzanne and Mark Rasick
Are you going to do this the whole time?
have spent their life savings to bring people together on the banks of the Pecos.
Well, we had the concept before. We had the idea of doing glamping, and we love camping.
This 6.5-acre plot is now called Field Trip.
Field trip is like, that was always our favorite part of school. So.
It's not only home for the Rasicks.
It's just the beauty of New Mexico, and I think people don't realize how special it really is.
It's now
You can never do this.
a family business.
It's called the burrito method.
Much of their day-to-day is changing sheets.
It's still a lot of beds to be made.
It's a lot of beds, yeah.
After their first year, there are now 8 tents, a couple cabins, and Airstream trailers that make up the options for guests to book a stay. But there was a time when many more people stayed here.
The bases, the boats were so magical already, so it had all the right components to do something pretty phenomenal with it.
It was many years ago.
The kids from New Mexico would get very homesick.
Brother Alphonse LeBlanc remembers.
Most of them came from the brothers' schools.
Because he was once the director of Camp LaSalle.
But we would have maybe 50, 60 kids here. I just remember the kids playing and enjoying the activities, really.
The Christian Brotherhood, a group that largely focuses on education, ran a summer camp on this same land for decades.
These were poor kids. Okay, rich kids, they had, people to take care of them. So that was part of the fun, was the kids discovering things.
The same way Suzanne did when she was a kid.
I grew up coming up here, and it's always been one of my favorite places.
She says her grandfather would take her just up the river from Camp LaSalle.
The Pecos was his favorite place to fish. And when I was a kid, and I used to go to summer camp up here, whenever I needed anything, that would always be his excuse that he'd come up and bring it to me. So he'd have an excuse to have a little time on the river.
Eventually, the financial feasibility of a free camp forced Camp LaSalle to close. They say sometime in the 80s. The property was private and closed to the public until recently.
This was games. They played games after supper.
The pictures and artifacts of the old camp remain.
It's amazing that he came back here and got this wonderful idea of sharing this with other people.
Yeah, just people connecting with their natural environment.
Like the water that flows through these mountains.
So I think that was the draw 50 years ago, and it still is true to this day.
People are coming together on this property, on the Pecos.
I think the place needs to be shared. I think it's meant to be. It's meant to be shared.
With this heart of New Mexico, I'm Ryan Laughlin, KOB4.